I have the honor and the pleasure to introduce the Distinguished Faculty Chair Award for the 2019-2020 academic year. It has all these rules and regulations, so I'm going to introduce you to the award first. It's the highest honor a faculty can receive on full-time faculty members who have shown exceptional commitment to academic excellence demonstrated over a career of service to Moore Park College. To be eligible, one must be a faculty member that has served a minimum of 10 years of full-time service. The evidence in the following areas is considered: excellence in instruction and/or excellence in the area of service to students, excellence in campus service, excellence in professional development, excellence in other areas that demonstrate exceptional commitment to academic teaching and learning, including but not limited to civic service, leadership, volunteer work, and so forth. The Distinguished Faculty Chair Award is chosen by previous recipients, facilitated by the Academic Senate, which is why you have to put up with me, and includes the privilege of presenting today, and thereby ruining their summers, a physical chair, a one-year scholarship in their name, a photo to be placed in the Distinguished Faculty Chair Hall of Fame in the President's Conference Room, and a role in the graduation ceremony. It's shrouded in secrecy, or at least we try. It's hard, it's really hard, because we're very collaborative and we like to talk to each other. This year's recipient embodies excellence in all the above and far, far more, having played many roles on campus. This instructor started their advanced education at a community college, has earned 2 master's degrees, and now epitomizes the community college focus on students. Joined the faculty of Moore Park in 2000 as part-time and 2006 as a full-time member, bringing significant industry experience to the college. Common themes from the letters of support for this award. It was hard to narrow it down, but I tried. Cares, listens, mentors, always available, especially to listen, education above performance, collaboration, changed my life. I can't tell you how many times that phrase appeared in those pages. So I took a few excerpts from some of these nominations. First, from students. There are people who come into our lives so rarely who instill in us a sense of wonder and hope, inspiring us to be driven and motivated, kind and true. I have had the privilege and honor of spending the last 2.5 years working with such an extraordinary person. So many students are struggling with depression, anxiety, and a slew of miscellaneous diagnoses that make every day a struggle. And this faculty member has worked tooth and nail to make the department a safe, positive environment where the door is open and opportunities to act as an outlet to cope with daily struggles are always available. From an administrator. I worked with this faculty member as our department chair, so spent many hours with them during evaluations, hiring committees, department meetings, campus committees, work groups, and numerous budget planning and brainstorming sessions. At all times, under all circumstances, this faculty member put student welfare and success, and thus the institution's welfare and success, above all else. From fellow faculty members. 2 summers ago, I discovered an entire world that exists on our campus, a world where students engage in the most intense and real career world applications, and for many students, and even community members, find a place to not only exist, but thrive. Delves into the cultural, sociological, psychological, and other aspects of each piece. Casts people in order to challenge and grow them, not necessarily those that are already highly skilled, because this faculty member wants students to learn and develop skills. Working with students drives this faculty member. Perhaps that was what caused them to step down after a stint as dean. This faculty member empowers others. That was one of my favorite phrases. Starts training them and steps away with the goal of making yourself unnecessary. What a novel way of looking at mentoring. Long-standing department chair, master program planner. Imagine planning years in advance for major performances across a number of disciplines. There was a collective shudder amongst department chairs just there. Has received numerous awards. I won't go through them all, but one included an award from the Regional Consortium for developing career technical education programs at Moore Park College. As I said, served for a dean at the time, seems to be on pretty much every committee or volunteers for just about everything. Invites middle and high school students to view free matinees, bringing the community to us. Brought student one-act plays to the Fringe Festival in Los Angeles, bringing us to the community. In terms of industry experience, as an actor, he worked on a number of TV productions, movies, and stage productions. He has also produced a number of productions, is an award-winning screenplay writer, and Emmy nominated for his writing on television. So just one last personal note for me, I admire his positive attitude. He's got this unperturbable, pleasant demeanor. It's always a pleasure to run into him. And his infectious positivity really benefits everyone around him, staff, students, faculty, and administration. It makes everyone just a little bit better. So his swoon-worthy smile doesn't hurt either. So it's my pleasure. Please welcome and congratulate the Distinguished Faculty Chair Award recipient for the 2019-2020 year, the one, the only, John Loprino.
In 1987, Tina Lord found herself in quite the pickle. See, this gold digger made sure she married sweet Cord Roberts just before he inherited millions. But when Cord found out Tina loved his money as much as she loved him, he dumped her. Cord's mother, Maria, was thrilled until they hooked up again. So Maria hired Max Holden to romance Tina and then made sure Cord didn't find out Tina was pregnant with his baby. So Tina, still married, but thinking Cord didn't love her, flew to Argentina with Max. Cord finally figured out what was going on and rushed after them, but he was too late. Tina had already been kidnapped, strapped to a raft, and sent over a waterfall. She and her baby were presumed dead. Cord was sad for a bit, but then he bounced right back with a super smart archaeologist named Kate, and they had a gorgeous wedding until Tina, seemingly back from the dead, ran into the church holding a baby. "Stop!" she screamed. "Am I too late? Cord, I've come so far. This is your son." And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the soap opera One Life to Live introduced a love story that lasted 25 years.
exciting to be up here. Before I start, there are a few people I need to say thank you to. First of all, my family for being here. I don't know how it happens, but somehow every year I seem to be, with all the committee meetings and the rehearsals and performance, putting more and more time in. I don't know how I do it. But my wife, Lisa, has been so supportive and encouraging and patient. I'd like to say to her that, you know, even though our nest may be empty these days, being at home with Lisa is the place I most want to be. So. And speaking of empty nest, all my kids are here today. My daughter Danielle, who actually teaches sociology here. My daughter Elise, my son John, and all three of my kids attended Moore Park College as part of their academic career, which is really cool. It's very special to be there. I also need to acknowledge a woman by the name of Mary Jo Willis. I met Mary Jo when I was 18 years old at Harper College in Palatine, Illinois. Mary Jo taught theater. Hey, Harper, shut up. Mary Jo taught theater, and when I met her, I was a chemistry major. That's the biggest joke I'm going to tell her. When I met her, I didn't think that I could possibly make a living in the arts. But Mary Jo was the first person to convince me that I could actually go for that. In fact, she helped me secure a scholarship at a four-year institution. Throughout the years, she's been a touchstone for me. She has helped me navigate my entertainment career, my transition back into education, and I am eternally grateful for her. I knew that I wouldn't be at a two-year institution had it not been for Mary Jo, and also my father, who taught at a two-year institution. So obviously, receiving this award, I'm very much thinking about Mary Jo and my father today. I agree. So teaching theater at a two-year institution presents a lot of interesting challenges. We do a main stage production every year. Sorry, a little dry already. We do a main stage production every year, and when we do that, we offer a free matinee to the Moore Park College community as well as our local high school community. And we do a survey, of course. And one of the things we find is that with our Moore Park College students, on average, 23% of those students have never before attended a theatrical performance before. When we look at our high school students, sometimes that number gets as high as 42%. So what that tells us is that our mission is twofold. One, we got to get students into the theater, and two, we got to present something that will hopefully inspire them to want to come back and see another theatrical performance. So whether we're doing a full-scale musical, or whether we're doing a Shakespearean piece or anything in between, we're constantly trying to balance between entertainment value and intellectual rigor. So sometimes we are more on one side and some on the other. One of the other things we find out in these surveys is that 75% of our students say that they are more likely to attend a theater production when extra credit is offered. No pressure there, I'm just saying, okay? This coming fall, Suzanne Fagan will be directing The Last Days of Judas Iscariot on the stage. And then in the spring, I will be directing Romeo and Juliet. Very exciting. This last summer, we did a production, Little Shop of Horrors. It's a scary musical about a man-eating plant. Comes down from outer space and takes over the world. We decided to go really dark with it. I think we scared the hell out of a bunch of kids. Their parents came in and they asked for a refund, but we didn't give them one. Because in educational theater, that's what we call a teachable moment. Oh yeah, they got really pissed. We told them we'd be happy to give them a credit though for any upcoming production. We're still giving out credits from here. But hey, everybody loves the theater, am I right? So if you come to the theater and you don't like the production, we'll be happy to give you a credit too. But we're never going to give you any cash. People in the distinguished faculty chair committee are like, oh my God, what have we done? So back to theater. In theater, we are essentially storytellers, right? Because you, me, all of us, we are all just the sum of all of our stories, right? We tell our students that they have their own stories, their own personal stories, their own personal narrative, and then they've got the narrative that they're given by the playwright. And it's their job to kind of meld the two into one cohesive character for the stage. So what they do is they build and they maintain these narratives through the stories that they tell and the experiences that they have and the stories that they tell about their experiences. Some of these stories are universal, like falling in love. We can all relate to a love story because hopefully we've all been in love at one point in our life, right? Where was I? That's why I brought my script up here. It's been a long time since I've done this. I get so excited about doing a musical number. I know, I have my glasses, because I need those these days. As actors, we collect things. We collect people. We collect relationships. We collect experiences. And we put them all into what I like to call this emotional well. And we dip into that emotional well whenever we need to pull those things out and use them in our work. We're also taught to connect things. We connect things to emotions and to the work that we're doing. And right now I'm kind of connecting to a time when I was 10 years old. I remember I was in the Little League World Series game in Elk Grove Village, Illinois. And I had all these intense feelings, right? I was feeling excited to be in the game, very happy to be in the game, and also a little nervous, a little anxious, right? Because it was the big game, so I had my fingers through the fence, I'm watching the big game, and I remember my coach came up next to me and he said,
"How's it feel to be in the big game? Pretty exciting, huh? Remember this feeling. Not everybody gets to be here. You never know when you make it back."
So I think that was the first time that I actually remember feeling that concept of being present in the moment, which is something that actors do all the time, right? So I'm connecting to that now because obviously I'm a little nervous up here, and I'm excited to be here. I'm feeling all those intense feelings. They're so intense. Oh! Actors can be very emotional. Sometimes we have a reputation of being called drama queens. Sometimes they call us overly excitable. Sometimes they call us eccentric, or sometimes they just call us plain weird, right? So the thing is, when the stage manager counts backwards from 5, it's our job to not only be on our marks and not only know all our lines, but we have to be in that perfect emotional state as well. So when the stage manager says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's up to us to love, or to hate, or to rage, or to grieve, or to hurt, or to just bleed on cue. And why do we do that? Well, we do that because you, the audience, require that. You come to see a show, Nina likes to be scared, so maybe she goes to a horror movie to see somebody be terrified for 2.5 hours and chased around by somebody named Freddy or Jason with a machete and then chopped to little bits at the end because that was in the trailer and that was the whole reason you went anyway. Or maybe you go to see a love story, right? Because you want to have a good cry. So you see the guy get the girl, and the guy loses the girl, and then the guy gets the guy, and the guy loses the guy. And then the guy goes home, and he's home with his dog, who for some reason now talks like Kevin Costner, and everybody's crying. The point is, you pay for that catharsis, you pay for that emotional release, and we, the actors, are the ones who are expected to give you that. We're expected to live and die for your emotional outlet. Are you not entertained? See, the problem with giving an opportunity like this to speak to an actor is that we tend to overthink things. I've rewritten this thing about 15 times. We're always looking for subtext, right? We're always looking for this deeper psychological meaning in whatever we do. I got a brother, Dan. He teaches at Harper College, where I met Mary Jo Willis. He's been there for about 30 years. He teaches math, and he's a wrestling coach. We are like polar opposites on this overthinking thing. In fact, I will lovingly say about my brother sometimes that if you ever had a deep thought, it died of loneliness. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I actually really admire that about my brother because, you know, he can dive into deep into the pool and swim across. By the time I'm still thinking, you know, how cold is the water? Which is not to say that I don't like rattling his cage from time to time. I like to give my brother a hard time. It's so easy to do, get under his skin. Sometimes all I have to say to him is, hey, Dan, what time's the rehearsal today?
It's practice.
I'm sorry, what?
We have practice. We don't have a rehearsal. Wrestling is a sport, not a play.
Let me get this straight. You're going to practice for weeks and weeks until one day you're going to put on that tight costume that you guys wear, and then you're going to do it for real in front of an audience. That sounds like a rehearsal to me. So, my dad is what you might call a Renaissance man. He was. And he loved all kinds of athletics. He loved the arts. He would recite Shakespeare at the dinner table. He would love, as a young man, to take his grandmother to the opera, all in Italian. And when he was in high school, he was a cross-country track star. He wanted to run his senior year, but he couldn't because he needed to test out so he could enlist and enroll in the Navy and then fight in World War II. When he was retired, one of his buddies came to him and said, hey, it must be nice having two sons that have gone into the two fields that you love the most. And I know that my dad was always tickled by that. And if we are truly the sum of our stories, I like to think that my brother and I, through our work, are continuing my dad's story now that he's gone. As I said, he was a teacher. He taught first at West Leighton High School in Illinois, and then he went on to teach at Triton Junior College in River Grove, Illinois. My first teaching job was actually at Triton. I had my newly minted MFA from the University of Minnesota, came back to Chicago, I started teaching 2 sections of Speech 101, and I was the head forensics coach. We had a national tournament. We had a national tournament that year in Stockton, California, first time I'd ever been to California. And it was also the first time that Moore Park College ever came across my radar. In fact, I met a student that year from Moore Park. I think the name was, if I can get this, Roland Petrello? That tells you, one, how long I've known Roland, and two, how old we both are. Sorry, dude. So got back from Stockton, California, and on a late Sunday night, the next Monday, I got a call from my theatrical agent. She said,
hey, remember that screen test you did about 2 weeks ago? Well, you got the job. They want you to start tomorrow, so you fly out tonight.
So I got some subs to cover my classes at Triton College. I got on a plane, flew out to New York, and I started a 20-year career in daytime television. And now I can look over here. Producing the play this year and doing this has been a lot of fun. So teaching at Moore Park College has been a great pleasure for me. One of the reasons is because of the diversity of the program here. I love our technical theater program. It's allowed me to work with the CTE work group. And in working with the CTE work group, it's interesting that I'm sitting there in these meetings and they start talking about employability skills. They start talking about soft skills. And inevitably that leads us to a conversation about something called emotional intelligence. I figure, wow, it's got emotion in word. It's got to be something about theater. So if we're talking about emotional intelligence, we're talking about the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions in yourself, and the ability to recognize, understand, and influence emotions in other people. That can be broken down into 4 different categories. Empathy, there we go, self-assessment, discipline, and relationship management. Now, empathy is something that we do in the theater all the time, right? We're constantly walking around in somebody else's skin. Not in that creepy Silence of the Lambs way. But we're constantly doing the research into the socioeconomic background of the characters, maybe the historical background of the characters. We put the shoes on, the costumes. We look out at the world through somebody else's eyes. In terms of self-assessment, we're constantly doing that too. We're always looking at the emotional level of our character. We've got this big emotional upheaval in the scene. We don't want it to happen at the beginning. It needs to happen towards the end, towards the climax of the play. So we're constantly managing our emotions. As far as discipline is concerned, I already told you we're already rehearsing now, right? It's not just that, but we're learning lines, we're learning our blocking, we're going to costume tutorials and makeup fitting, makeup tutorials and costume fittings. When we have to get there the night of the show, we have to be on time, otherwise there's an understudy waiting in the wings who's done all those same things with absolutely no promise that they're going to get any stage time. That's discipline. Now, when we start talking about relationship management, I don't know if you've ever seen our makeup room here. We got about 30 stations downstairs with 150 light bulbs, okay? You put 15 technicians working on the wigs, the costumes, and the makeup, and then you take 45 sweaty actors and about 3 layers of very damp clothing. These are the same actors that you have displaying them. Yes, you have to wear deodorant, and if you're going to be wearing a Moore Park College costume, you have to wear underwear. Because that's a conversation we have to have. And if they haven't figured out relationship management at that point, they're pretty much Lord of the Flies about it. Because what happens is we don't have any room for any kind of failure at that point in the production process. I don't know about you, when you give a final, maybe you collect that blue book, you collect the Scantron, you collect the final paper, final project. But when we in theater do a final, we put it up here on the stage, we put a bright light on it, and we charge for admission. And I would argue that if anybody wants to know if theater is meeting our CLOs, you should come to a main stage production. You can tell me if we're reaching our outcomes. So after I started sitting in these meetings and hearing about emotional intelligence, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's an acting class. That's everything we do in acting. That's everything we do in improv comedy, as a matter of fact. So in looking at improv comedy and the 7 basic tenets of improv comedy, I'm taking this from a book called Yes and. Let's go, there we go. The first concept is yes and. It's adding value to whatever you're given in a scene. Somebody gives you the first line of the scene, you add value to it, you spin it back to them. The next piece is ensemble, working as part of a group. When Stephen Colbert spoke at a graduation ceremony at Northwestern University, he said to the graduates, every time I go into a scene, my first #1 goal is to work in service of every other player in that scene. And in turn, their goal is to work in service of me and every other person. Imagine bringing that value to shared governance here on campus. Next, we have co-creation. Co-creation is obviously a team idea here. In co-creation, there is nobody in the team that takes credit for what happens if it works out positively. And there's also nobody who takes blame if it doesn't. It's kind of the antithesis of what happens in a corporate structure where people are always looking for credit so they can climb the ladder. As far as authenticity is concerned, I'm going to come back to that in a minute. When we talk about failure, I like what Brene Brown says about failure and how she connects it to vulnerability. Sometimes in improv, our greatest failures are also our greatest successes. I like nothing more when our students are up on stage and they're failing miserably. They've kind of painted themselves into a corner and they can't get out of it. The more they struggle and squirm, the more the audience laughs. And in improv comedy, any laugh is a win. The next concept is following the follower. I need a little assistance here. So when I teach following the follower in my classes, we start with a mirror exercise. I don't know if you've ever seen this. 2 actors look at one another, they're pretending they're looking into a mirror. One student gets a turn leading, the other student gets a turn leading. We do that for a couple of minutes. After that, after they had a chance to get to know each other, we start working in tandem. I'll tell them, ladies begin. I'll tell them, I need the leadership to flow fluidly between you. It can happen organically. You can't wink, you can't nod, you can't kick somebody and say, okay, it's your turn. This give and take is a crucial part of what we do in every scene that we do. And following the follower is a crucial part of getting 2 actors to work together. Thank you, ladies, very much. This concept is very easy to teach, and if you use the mirror exercise, it's easy for your students to comprehend. Finally, we have listening. We're not just talking about listening with our ears. We're talking about listening on all levels. So we're picking up all the nonverbal communication that's happening. Sanford Meisner uses this as the basis of his teaching when he has actors connecting to one another. It's all about watching the behavior that is being spoken, verbally or non-verbally, and then speaking to that behavior. So here's the deal. Watching all this stuff about emotional intelligence in the CTE committee, knowing what I know about how it's connected to theater, I would like to make an offer to you. If you've got a student that really nails the academic curriculum in your classes, that really get what's going on, but maybe they're a little sheltered, a little in the shell, send them our way. We'd be happy to put them in an improv comedy class, maybe crack that shell a little bit, and I know they'll absolutely have a good time. The final thing I want to say about the CTE work group is this. If you want to see collaboration, if you want to see collegiality, if you want to see co-creation and following the follower, if you want to see Moore Park in it, you need to come to the CTE work group when we're doing the the funding of all the different programs every year. Essentially what happens is somebody comes in, they make a pitch for their program, and then this weird kind of horse trading starts. And it's weird in that everybody starts negotiating against themselves. They will have heard all the pitches, and what they'll say, it's not uncommon to hear something like, hey, you know what? I was asking for $20,000, but I'm really only going to ask for $8,000 because I heard about this new program that we don't have here at the college, but the labor market data is telling us that this is going to be a big job market, and a lot of our students could go into that sector. So I'm going to forego my funding so we can help fund this new program. Some of the most gratifying committee work that I've done on campus has been with the CTE work group, and if you have a CTE component of your class, I would strongly suggest that you be involved in this. I don't know where everybody else on that committee learned improv, but Stevie Colbert would probably be very proud of it. As we transition over to the acting part of our program, one of the first assignments we give our students is something called a Who Am I? We basically ask 3 different questions. The number 1 question is, who am I? They're writing this from the character's perspective in the first person. The next question, what do I want? These become the goals or the objectives of the scene. What does the character want from another character or in general out of life in the play? The last question, how much will I fight to get it? We use words all the time as actors. We're constantly trying to talk ourselves into an emotional state. So we use a word like fight because the stakes are already implied. Obviously, that last question is about what are the stakes of the scene. So the reason we use the word fight is because if we're going to fight for something, we're already engaged, we're already there. So as our students write this first assignment, the Who Am I, what they realize is that the playwright can't possibly give you all the nuances of all the background of all the characters in every single play in a 2-hour period. So there's kind of this gap in their DNA. Stanislavski tells us that the play is actually the turkey at the feast. And it's the meat of the meal, and it's the actor, through imagination, that has to supply the gravy where all the flavor resides, right? So they've got all these gaps in the DNA, and they have to fill them in or substitute things from their life into the character's DNA. And the way they do this is by dipping into that emotional well we talked about. They take their relationships, their memories, their feelings that they've had from other experiences, and they map them onto the character. Very soon our students realize that who am I, the character, is actually who are you, the actor. This self-exploration is critical to what our actors do. And when we start talking about authenticity, this is the key to all actors having any kind of success on the stage. It's very easy to say something like, to thine own self be true. It's very difficult in practice to do that, to look at yourself objectively, like a character on the page. An actor can't possibly commit to something, the wants, the needs, the values of the character, unless they look inside first and look what their own wants, needs, and values actually are. To look at those things objectively and really own them is not the easiest thing to do. You have to look into a mirror, and sometimes you don't like what's looking back, but you got to own it. So the only path to authenticity that our actors have is going through this process. And that's the only way that an actor ever finds their voice. And once they find their voice, they need to bring it to the stage, and they need to pass on their truth as they have come to know it. If you watch enough narratives, if you watch enough TV, if you watch enough film, watch enough plays, you start to notice that there's a commonality happening there. And one of the commonalities is characters are in a lot of trauma, okay? Maybe the trauma is happening in real time, something that plays out through the course of the play. Maybe the trauma is something that happened a long time ago, and they're still dealing with that, and that's revealed within the course of the play. But the point is, this trauma is already happening. One of the reasons we use the word trauma is very much like the word fight. It's a loaded word. We can say, yeah, I had an abrasion, I got a cut, put a Band-Aid on it, it got better, really think about it again. But with a trauma, it sinks its teeth in, right? It takes a chunk of meat out and you try to rip out that trauma. It leaves a mark. It's something that you're going to remember. So we got different kinds of trauma, right? We've got act of God type of trauma. Those are like hurricanes, earthquakes, having to do CLOs, all those things you can't do anything about, you just kind of have to accept. And then the next kind of trauma is the trauma that's most prevalent. That's the trauma that we do to other people, or that people do onto us. Sadly, that happens more times than we care to admit. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes not so intentional. Finally, the last kind of trauma we have is the trauma that we do to ourselves. I know, sure, there's PhDs out here who figure out how not to do that, but as MFAs, this one in particular, struggles with that all the time. So in the theater, we love trauma as much as we can get. We want to see multiple characters with multiple traumas, so we can put them into a room together and like have this cage match, and then that's what the play is about. You know, for my world, more trauma equals more drama, right? So I remember the first time that I personally ever caused trauma to somebody. I was very young. In fact, it's probably even one of my first memories. My mom was cooking in the kitchen, and she was on the phone. She hung up. She was very sad, and she said,
Uncle Jack died.
back in the day when my parents had friends, we called them aunt and uncle. Uncle Jack was a dear friend of my father's. They taught at West Leiden High School together. My mom said,
Don't tell your father right when he gets home. Let him have his dinner and we'll tell him after he leaves.
so again, I'm like 4 or 5 years old. What do I know about any of that, right? I just remember my dad came home from school that night, and I remember seeing his silhouette in the door frame. It was twilight, the sun was setting, so behind him, I could just see his silhouette in the frame. Before he could say a word, I could see he was excited seeing his son come around the corner, but before he said anything, I just blurted out, "Hey Dad, Uncle Jack died." And my dad just kind of froze in place for a minute, and took his briefcase and put it down on the floor, stood up, brought his hand to his head, and he cried. I remember thinking, oops, I think I just broke my dad. See, trauma can come to us when we least expect it. It can come from the least likely of places and from the least likely of people. So how do you use something like that in your acting work? This is how. There's a couple of things I learned there. I learned what it looks like when a face transitions from great joy to great pain in a moment's time. I can observe that, I can memorize that, I can recreate that. I learned that the placing of a briefcase on the floor can in and of itself be a tragic gesture. And I learned that when a man finds out about the death of a dear friend, he cries. Without shame, without apology. And I also learned that sometimes little kids can be shitty human beings. As I said, my dad was a teacher. And just as I had Mary Jo Willis, my dad had teachers that influenced his life. One man was named Stephen Fry, another woman was named Marjorie Diaz. My dad was born in 1925. He was an American U.S. citizen, the son of an Italian immigrant, and he was a child of the Depression. So by the age of 12, he was already working to help support his family. When it came time to graduate from junior high school, he didn't have the dollar required to pay for that graduation payment. So he went up for commencement and he tried to get off the stage as fast as he could, but then Stephen Fry grabbed him and pinned the pin on his lapel. He had paid for that himself. When Marjorie Diaz discovered that my dad was a voracious reader in high school, but didn't have the money for the book, for the reading list, there was always an extra copy of that book in the box for my dad when the books arrived. Growing up a child of the Depression in Chicago was not easy for the Italians or the Polish or for the Irish who were told that they need not apply. And not all of my dad's experiences in school were positive ones. He tells the story of a time in a geography class when the teacher was asking the class about what was the chief import from Italy. The teacher called on the student to reply. The student that my father thought was a friend of his, and the student said,
The biggest imports from Italy are olive oil, spaghetti, and 90% of the criminals.
well, the student laughed and all the other students laughed. But when the teacher started laughing, my dad felt that his soul had been crushed just a little bit. I'm thinking a lot about my parents this summer, receiving this honor, wishing that my parents could be here today. When I think about my parents, I tend to think of them about my age now. I don't know if that's the lasting memory that I have of them, or if that's just the way I choose to remember them. I seem to remember them like this. I remember talking to my dad when he was in his 70s. He said, look, I know you see this old guy here in front of you, but in my mind, I still feel like a kid. It's really interesting that My parents have been gone for 10 years now, and over time I would have thought, you know, as time goes on, that the need and the desire to want to talk to them would just kind of dissipate over time. But I'm finding that quite the opposite is the truth. My parents were always very supportive of me being in the arts, but they had different ways of showing that support. As I said, my dad loved Shakespeare. Part of my MFA was to work on Richard II, Shakespeare's Richard II, so I had to perform in that, and they came to Minnesota to come see me in that play. And they saw me in the lobby afterwards, and they came out and they said,
You will never do anything better than that. I now have no worries that you'll make it as an actor.
It was good. You learned a lot of lines and your hair looked great.
Then, about 9 months later, I'm working on national TV on daytime television. They came to New York and they said,
Oh, you'll never do anything better than this. I now have no worries that you'll make it as an actor.
It was good. You learned a lot of lines and your hair looked great.
It's very interesting making the transition from working on the stage to working on the screen. In fact, my first screen test was the first time that I was ever on an actual sound stage. I had flown to New York and I was auditioning for a show called Search for Tomorrow. I was auditioning to be the love interest of a 17-year-old Jane Krakowski. And I was in the sound stage and the boom microphone was panning back and forth between us. And I'd never worked with a boom microphone before, so I kept ducking, thinking there was a bird in the studio. And the mic was live, so my voice was being broadcast across everything. So it was very disorienting and very, very confusing for me. I'd like to say I have a lot of specific memories of that day, but I really don't. It just kind of all faded away, but I must have been doing something right because I ended up getting the job. I really loved being a professional actor. I got to do so many crazy things, so many fun things. I never thought that I'd be able to travel the world, but such was the case, especially on the daytime show. I got to dance a tango with Marcia Cross in Buenos Aires. That was fun. I got to be on the cover of magazines. They said, give us your sexy face. I'm sure my wife is out there somewhere saying, yeah, that's pretty much it. At the age of 26, great honor being photographed by Annie Leibovitz in her New York studio. It's cool. That's like a Title IX waiting to happen. I got to be on a show called Star Trek Voyager. I was part of the Crenum Imperium. We were messing with the time-space continuum, and we somehow inadvertently committed genocide on ourselves. It happens. And then later I was turned into a GIF. You know you've really made it when you've been turned into a GIF. My daughter, it gets sweeter every time. One of my daughter's friends sent her that, and they didn't know that I was in it. So she calls her friend and she says, hey, that's no dumbass, that's my dad. I got to feed Roseanne a chocolate-covered strawberry on a bearskin rug. That was terrifying. I got to be a sexy janitor on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Woo! I got to do this really cool cowboy fantasy with two bona fide Hollywood cowboy stars, Clint Ritchie and Phil Carey. I used to love working with them. They were great. I worked with them for more than 20 years. I missed them both. And then finally, this happened. I still don't know how to feel about that. It's like, yeah, here, John, 25 years of your career boiled down into. I used to love doing all that stuff on stage. On camera. It was a completely different lifestyle. When you do something like that for as long as you do, you kind of fall into this celebrity category. That was never something that I was really very comfortable with. In fact, people would come up to me sometimes and ask me these probing questions, and strangely enough, somewhere in the recesses of my mind, Shakespeare would talk to me through the voice of Richard II. People would come up to me and ask,
Hey, Cord, what's it like being a celebrity?
what's it like? It's like, cover your heads, and mock not flesh and blood with solemn reverence. Throw away respect, tradition, form, and ceremonious duty. For you but mistook me all this while. I live with bread like you, feel want, taste grief, need friends. Subjected thus, how can you say to me, I am a king?
Cool. I really just wanted an autograph.
So I played Cordero Roberts for 25 years, off and on. Cord was the illegitimate son of Clint Buchanan, and he was half Mexican. We used to do these promotional appearances all over the country. I was doing one in Dallas once, and this young Latina came up to me, and she started speaking Spanish to me, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, I'm Italian, I'm not Mexican, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I saw this kind of wave of disappointment wash across her face, and she just kind of faded back into the crowd. And I think that was the first time it really hit home that, here I am on TV 4 or 5 days a week, and I'm representing a group that I don't belong to. I never quite felt the same after that. See, the more you train as an actor, the more you're trained to connect the dots, right, between you and the characters that you play. And when you've been doing it long enough, sometimes the dots start connecting themselves. About a year ago, I was at the Club Rush here on campus, and my daughter, Danielle, who teaches sociology, was there with the sociology club, and they were tying purple strings around people's wrists in support of the victims of domestic violence. So I stuck my wrist out, and what she said was,
Do you want a string bracelet?
all of a sudden I had like this time slip. And I'm looking at my daughter, my grown daughter, and all of a sudden she's 5 years old again. So she may have said that, but what I heard was,
Dad, you won't wear the earrings if you want to be the pretty, pretty princess.
I can't wear the earrings. They're made for little kids. They're not made for daddies. They pinch my earlobes. It hurts. It hurts when daddy puts the earrings on.
Well, beauty hurts, Dad. Maybe you put on the earrings.
So for the better part of a year, I wore this purple string around my wrist, and I don't know why, I just kept it on, and I'd shower, and it would just, stop being purple, and it was all kind of ratty and mangy and falling apart. And my wife was like, okay, John, what's the deal with the string? I was like, I don't know, I just want to have a string. Friends, colleagues, John, hey, what's the string for? Leave me alone, it's a string. Maybe because I had that time slip, right? But then stuff started to happen, and the stars started to align. I started to put this plan together, right? Maybe things work out right. If everything works out, I could be up here today, and I could cut the string today as kind of this symbolic passing of the baton, the changing of the guard. That was my plan. See, stuff happens sometimes. Sometimes balls get dropped. Sometimes exciting new doors of opportunity open. And the things we planned just never really come to fruition. So I literally had to cut the cord, no pun intended, about 6 weeks earlier than I was ready to do. I found myself having all these deep mixed feelings again, I was feeling pride and joy and excitement and loss all at the same time. And I found myself wanting to talk to my dad again. I wanted to ask him, Dad, is this the way that you felt when I left Triton College and I went to New York to start my career, to follow my dream? Sometimes life can be so damn cyclical, I can't believe that it's not scripted. Parents have kids become parents. I got 3 kids. My daughter Danielle recently got married, and somebody came up to me at the reception and said, what was it like giving your daughter away? And I laughed out loud when they said that. If any of you know Danielle, you know nobody gives Danielle away. Yeah, tell me about it. Since this kid was 2 years old, we've all just kind of fallen in line and just followed her because she seems to know where she's going. My daughter Elise is more like me than any of my other kids. I feel a need to apologize for that. Sorry, Elise, wherever you are. Since this child was born, we've had the ability to have this one long, ongoing conversation that just gets dropped and picked up whenever we see each other, and we just pick up right where we left off. We can start at sea level and then drop down to 100 fathoms before anybody else in the room knows what's going on. It's kind of nice to have that level of communication with somebody, and especially one of your kids. My son John is more like my brother and my father than I could ever hope to be. Yeah, John. He's got this ease with people, this ease with the world, this ease with himself that I've just somehow never quite been able to achieve. I really admire that, right? Here's the thing. When you raise warrior princesses and warrior princes, inevitably they're going to go out on an adventure, right? Because that's what you want. I mean, you told them from day one, you programmed them for this, right? You can do whatever you want, you can be whatever you want, you can climb any mountain, you can take on anything you want to do, right? You can go after it. That's what you wanted. That's exactly what you wished for. I mean, you took your little pink car, you put all the little pegs in it, and you raced around the board game of life as fast as you possibly could, and then you won. You got all the things you won, you're celebrating. So now, well, you take the pink car, and you take all the pegs out, and put them back in the box. Take the box, put it on the shelf. Game over. Time to find another game. So my wife and I are looking at Cards Against Humanity. We're open to suggestions. If you got anything? Maybe we could have a game night. Game night would be fun. You come over, we'll get some bean dip. Bean dip is nice. Or we could have grandkids. Grandkids would be awesome right now. My kids just got up and walked out of here. Listen, what I would like to say to my kids is, look, I know you got plans, I know you guys are doing things. Grandkids will happen when grandkids happen, okay? That's what I'd like to say. What I'm gonna say is, WTF guys, clock's ticking, Dad's not getting any younger. Let's get on that. Yeah, I said it, yes I did. So as I wind this up, I would like to say to our incoming faculty, to our returning faculty and staff, our incoming staff, to our administration, when you become an actor, you start a process, right? You put a mechanism in place, and you just don't turn that off when you stop acting. You can't embrace values like co-creation, like following the follower, like having empathy, and only apply it to your acting work. At some point, you have to internalize those things, right? You have to make them yours. And when you do that, it changes the way you look at things. It changes the way you look at the world. It changes the way you treat people. One of the things I say to my students all the time is, you need to learn how to lead with kindness. And I'm not just talking about kindness to other people. Sometimes I'm talking about kindness to yourself, because sometimes that's the most difficult thing for our students to do. I tell our students that everybody is dealing with trauma of some kind or another. Sometimes the other guy's trauma might be a little more intense than yours. And you might want to remember that when you're out in the parking lot and somebody steals that parking space that you've been waiting 20 minutes for. I think it's important for us as educators to create safe environments for our students so they can discover themselves, so they can write their own stories. And I think that's more important now than ever. Sometimes I'll see students out in the lobby and they'll be texting all caps to somebody, but you don't see any physical manifestation of it. You don't see anything on their face and their shoulders and their arms. You don't see that tension. So I got to ask myself sometimes, where does all that rage go? I know that there's value in understanding what happens to somebody when their expression changes from great joy to great pain in a moment's time. There's value in that whether I'm using that in my work as an actor or whether I'm just dealing with somebody in my life, my friends, my family, complete strangers. I think it's important that we as educators share of ourselves. We share our experiences with our students because us, like them, we're all just the sum of our experiences, right? Some of our stories. So I think it's important because if you think about it, this year, our students are going to be writing a critical chapter in the story of their lives. That gives us an amazing opportunity. We can inspire them. We can encourage them. We can leave a lasting impression. We can motivate them for a time long after they've left Moore Park College, long after they've left our classrooms. That's awesome. So I encourage you, share your stories, share your experiences. The good ones, maybe not so good ones. Let them know that you had to fight to get to where you are today. Maybe you had to overcome some trauma to get where you are today. Let them know that you, like them, like all of us, were just some of our stories. One of the reasons that I continue to work with the CTE Word Group is that I work a job. I auditioned, put my resume out, worked in the entertainment industry for 20 years. I did the job. One of the reasons I fight to get a 3-week run of every show we do here is because the first week is about just getting you to show up on its feet. Our students can do that just based on pure adrenaline. Second week is about getting grandma and grandpa, mom and dad to come to the show, pat you on the back, tell you did a great job. The third week, coming in Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, again, Sunday afternoon, that's a job, especially if you're not feeling the performance. That's a job. I tell my students they can do jobs. Half of them are doing 2, 3 jobs right now. But it's a good job, and they don't just give it away. You got to work hard, you got to study hard, you got to build your resume, you got to build your skill set, and then after you've done all of that, you got to go out and you got to go for it. Those are all the things that I learned from Mary Jo Willis when I was 18 years old at Harper Junior College. I know that I would not be here today had it not been for Mary Jo Willis. I know that all of my stories would not be as rich as they have been had Mary Jo not come to me and made this huge impact at a critical point in my life. So my challenge to you is channel your inner Mary Jo and maybe change your life this year. Thank you for your time.